Joining us in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Al Wunsch III. Also joining us in Long Island this evening, criminal defense attorney Darnell Crossland, and in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, family law attorney Jennifer Brandt. Great to see you all. Thanks again for joining me tonight on the program. And I'll begin with you, Al. She's now in Leon County. The process is going to start against her. And as I said to Tim, the evidence is strong, and I can tell you, when I was listening to the closing arguments in Charlie's case, I said, wow, this could be a closing argument against Donna.
Yeah, it very much could. But, you know, when you get yourself in a jam, you head down yonder to Vietnam. And that's what she did, which is not a very good move under those circumstances. And especially a one-way ticket. I mean, just be smart enough to buy a two-way ticket. So you could say, listen, no, I was coming back. I mean, you know, Vietnam is the vacation capital of November. And say, but of course I was coming back. Of course, not smart enough to do that. And now she's, like I said, in a jam. And it's all because she wanted to go to Vietnam.
Yeah, well, Vietnam, I'm not even sure that was the best place to go. They have on occasion allowed for extradition. But Jennifer, you know, when you talk about not being so smart, once again, we see a case broken by jailhouse phone calls. I mean, you're going to say these types of things on a phone call to the jailhouse to your son. It's almost as if you want to be caught.
I don't know if she wanted to be caught, but if you look at the whole situation, Michael, I mean, this case is just, it's unbelievable. You can't believe that people would go this far. And look, I do this type of work every day, custody work. I see people at their worst in terms of, you know, being involved and trying to get their children and grandparents getting involved in these situations, like, you know, in this matter. But boy, these people, they really took it way too far and got so carried away. I mean, think about the tragedy that occurred. These children have no one now. You know, the family's broken up. And did they really think that they were going to get away with it? I mean, it's just astounding that they believe that somehow this was the way to resolve the matter. So not surprised, not smart all along. So not surprised that the jailhouse phone calls, just another part of this crazy case.
I agree. I think it all goes along with the arrogance of thinking that you could even do something like this. I mean, that's the part that doesn't make any sense to me. All right, Darnell, when we talk about the kids, or they still have someone, right? They have Wendi, they have Harvey, their grandfather, but will they have them for long? Let's begin with Wendi. You think Wendy's in trouble here? Now, I question, she from the very beginning, from the probable cause affidavit, basically talks about her family and some of the reasons why she suspects them when they asked her, who do you suspect might have done this? Would she have done that if she knew and was involved in some way?
You know, it's hard to tell. And it's funny you mention that because if she saw the writing on the wall and she was saying, hey, I want to distance myself from the people who might be culpable, and she started to spill it out, it's two things. One, either she was just overly truthful, and that's the way she is, or two, she was, again, trying to distance herself. In terms of the mother and Vietnam, you know, I've been to Vietnam. I tell people I've been to Nam. And so I went over there, toured the whole place. Like, you're right, they do have extradition, and they have used it on occasion. So I'm not sure if why she was running there. But the point is, if, like, the mother of these children saw the writing on the wall, if she saw, and she wasn't so cocky, and she knew that there was a chance that her son can get convicted, she should have left a long time ago. But a lot of times, families and friends crowd courtrooms to so-called give support. But if she knew and she wasn't so cocky that she was involved, she had dirty hands, she should have left, like Al said, got a two-way ticket and left a long time ago. But they thought they were so strong that they were going to just have so much money and power they can walk out, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, I would have to agree that would have to have been their thinking. Al, I got to ask you, because when I look at the evidence just generally against Donna at this point, we got the flurry of phone calls on the day of the murder. We have the checks that she wrote in her handwriting to Katie McBanoa, which were going on for quite a while. She had to have asked, what is this about? And then when she was confronted and they did the bumps on her and cops were after her, she immediately then begins to contact Charlie, speaking in code, various things. And I'll tell you this, Al, from your experience, you tell me, when the police put this much time, effort, and money into an investigation, they're going to get their people. Normally I say they get their man, but here they're going to get their people.
No doubt about it. But, you know, you talk about a situation that was kind of a screwed up plan from the beginning. You know, when you start paying money off in checks and start doing things along those lines, and you create a paper trail, I mean, you know, what are you thinking? I mean, you know, speaking in code is not good if you're writing checks for the person who's, you know, going to orchestrate the murder. So it's very, very weird to me that this family, as smart as they pretend to be, just how dumb they were with regards to this. And, you know, I agree, you know, with Darnell that if, you know, Donna saw the writing on the wall, she should have been off to Vietnam, you know, months and months ago, as soon as this happened, and getting lost in like Hanoi and not being ever seen ever again. Because there is just so much evidence in this case. And the way that the prosecution has put this case together is just ingenious, working like a puzzle, starting with one level to the next level to the next level. And whether or not, you know, it goes any further than this is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I could not agree more, Al. I think the way this Charlie's case was tried, the way they went through Kathy, and they got him, and now they're going after Donna, it's really just been a masterful prosecution. All right, stand by, folks. We do have to squeeze in a quick break now, but please don't go anywhere. The Think Tank is, of course, staying with us all hour.